Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm gonna show you guys how to cook plantain with oxtails. You can use really any type of plantain. In Africa they call it Matoke. So stay tuned. You're going to need plantain, of course. I like to chop mine in pieces like that. You're gonna need garlic, carrots, and all the basic ingredients that you use in making a stew or any kind of um, let's say soup. You're gonna need, I like to add beans. You can use any type of beans. I crushed some of the carrots to get a pasty kind of texture. You're gonna need coconut milk or any, you can just use normal coconut and get the milk out of it. You're gonna need what do you call this, the curry powder. You're gonna need the oxtails. I boiled mine for like 15 minutes, and I don't like to boil it so much because when you come and mix it with the rest of the ingredients, it's gonna continue cooking. So okay, guys, if you wanna know, if you don't wanna use the garlic, the ones that you have to peel and all that, you can get these ones from supermarkets. So you're gonna start by frying your onions and adding garlic, as you can see, and salt. Just a little bit of salt is good. I don't like to use too much salt because it's not that healthy. So you have to stir it and keep stirring until it turns a little bit brownish. Then next you're gonna add curry powder. I bought this in an Indian market. If it's not a, yeah, no, it's a Chinese market. But I guess in Africa you can, I know in Africa you can find it anywhere around town, around homes, anywhere. It's really easy to find. But if you're not in Africa, you're somewhere that you haven't really seen it, or you haven't seen chicken masala and all these types of spices, you can find them in African shops, mostly Kenyan shops, or you can find some of these stuff in Chinese shops, yeah, or Indian, yeah, exactly, Indian shops. Indians like spices, so you can find exactly the ones that I'm using or the like. So when you stir, as you've seen there, I added water, just a little bit of water, because it was kind of like burning and it's too hot. So I had to. I don't like to lower the heat, the temperature, because I really rush because my kids are really fussy and they need me. So I when they sleep, I just have to rush and finish. So you add a little bit of water to cool it down a little bit, and then you add royco. That's another spice that you can find in Indian shops. So just a teaspoon is enough. If you like a lot of it, you can put a spoon and a half, a full spoon or two, or maybe one and a half. Then you keep stirring for a little bit, for like maybe 2 minutes, and then you can add the normal garlic or these ones that are ready to go in supermarkets. You just have to take the tube and press it, and you get garlic and ginger, and they also have cilantro. Yeah, all those types of things. So you have to add that and keep stirring. And then I added these. These ones are called, in Africa we call them Nyanya Chungu. Honestly, I don't know the name in English, but they're kind of like, they are tomatoes actually, but not the normal tomatoes. So I'll find out and I'll put the name in the description box. And then you add the normal basic spices and the onion, the green pepper and tomatoes. Okay, you may ask, why am I putting tomatoes while I already put the pasty one, the canned tomatoes? It's because I want it to be a little bit heavy and not too, because if you don't put like the crushed carrots and the whole tomatoes like that, the ones that are cut in pieces, your stew will kind of be light. So I put them chunky like that so that it comes out a little bit heavy and pasty and yeah, nice. I guess I hope you understand, guys. Then you keep stirring for a little bit longer so that they get to be cooked and mixed up with the spices before you add any kind of liquids. And then I added the beans. These beans actually they come ready. I mean they're boiled already and preserved. I use this here because it's not really easy to find the normal beans like in Africa. So I just take this and it's easy. You don't have to boil it. You just open the can and use it. And then I added the crushed, because I blended some of the carrots in a blender to get the pasty kind of texture. And then you keep stirring and stirring and stirring until you see a little bit of change in color, and the tomato and the carrots will bring, when they're cooked, they'll turn into liquid kinda. And then you can keep adding tomatoes if you think it's not enough. So that's why I added a little bit. I added just a little bit because I actually tried to measure the amount of tomatoes with the plantain, because that way you get enough stew to go with the plantain, because you don't want your plantain to be dry when you eat it. You just need the stew. It's kind of like a soup, but in Africa we kind of call it a stew. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm adding roiko. I mixed it with water. Roiko actually, I can't tell how it tastes, but it really gives this unique flavor to it, and it tastes really different if you don't put it in. But if you put it in, it's gonna be, I mean, you're gonna like it. Just try it. So next I added the plantain and stirred for a little bit just to mix it up. Then I figured that if I leave I don't know how you call it, Nyanya Chungu, the tomatoes, you see the white tomatoes, I decided to take them off because they kind of got, they were already kind of cooked, like almost halfway or maybe more than halfway. So if I decided to take them out, because if I left them in there, they were gonna get crushed and maybe get saggy, and it's not a good look. It doesn't taste good when they're like that. It's good if they are a bit, you can say medium rare, or I don't know if you can apply that in tomatoes. I know it's applied in beef or meat or whatever it is, but not tomatoes. But I hope you understand. Then I added the oxtails. I decided to add them at the last minute because they were already boiled and cooked already. So I didn't want them to be overcooked. That's why they were put at the last minute. Then you just keep stirring for a little bit. And then I added the soup that came with the oxtail, because I boiled the oxtail with a little bit of garlic, lemon, and salt. And also when I boiled the oxtail, I added ginger, just to give a taste, like a nice taste to it. Then I stirred just a little bit longer, and then I kept taking off the white tomatoes. I'm not sure about the name, I'm sorry. But I kept taking them off because I didn't want them to get saggy and overcooked. So at the last minute, after adding the oxtails, I added the tomatoes. I don't know how you call it. Nyanya Chungu. I'm not sure. Okay, I'll put it down, like I said. Then you cover it for maybe I covered it for 5 to 7 minutes. And then I added the coconut milk. Okay, this is not necessary. Some people like it, some people don't like it. But for me, I like the coconut milk. And that's the final look, guys. The final product. It's really yummy. I'm actually salivating right now as I'm speaking. And I'm telling you, this is, delicious. You should try it, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.